This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
More than the other.
Incoming broadcast from the staff of Desert Skies.
Desert Skies FM.
Greetings, travelers traversing the astral plane.
To all those who have embarked on this grand journey, who have imbibed the beauties of the bountiful wonders that await the totality of humankind, to those who are overcoming the challenge of facing having passed one's own expiration date, we wish you a very happy death.
So poetic.
I've been having T5 recite poetry for me lately. Felt inspired.
Really? I didn't know T5 could write poetry.
They don't, but he knows a lot for some reason.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Well, time for your safe travel tip.
Safe travel tips for travelers traversing the astral plane.
Hitchhiking. Sometimes it's necessary. You might be asking, for what reasons exactly? Well, all kinds. You could crash the car. You could run out of gas. You could park somewhere and forget where you parked. You could pop a tire and then subsequently pop the compact spare that comes with your Skylark. You could leave the light on and let your battery die. There's probably 100 more reasons I could think of.
I could think of one. Just 'cause it's an adventure. Hitchhiking, I mean.
Yeah, a sad waste of a car leaving it behind like that, but sure. Hitchhiking on the astral plane. Well, first off, be in a well-lit area when trying to get another traveler's attention. We recently received a call from a traveler who was run over while standing next to the road on a dark curve. They didn't sound happy.
Nothing ruins your day like getting run over.
Are you speaking from experience?
I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough. But I'm gonna make you tell me eventually.
Yeah, and what'll you do if I don't?
I will run you over.
You think you're so funny.
You guys are just proving the point I tried to make before the show.
We're not the same person, Tindy.
One spirit, two bodies.
I like this theory.
I don't even have long hair.
Yeah, you do. It's just on your face. Anyways, back to hitchhiking. You don't need to be too worried about getting picked up by a mean or potentially dangerous traveler. Mac actually came up with a pretty ingenious and disturbing solution to that problem a while ago.
I tell mean travelers not to pick up strangers, because every traveler they see on the road is actually a demonic monster disguised as a human that will eat their head and poop it out on the side of the road, and that traveler will remain a poop head on the astral plane for all time.
Aw, that's so creative and considerate.
One spirit, two bodies.
Dude, maybe you're right. All right, you done?
Just one more thing. Enjoy the ride. Hitchhiking on the astral plane can be a positive experience. Probably safer than it was on the physical plane. Almost certainly. Going it alone is how this highway was designed, but going in pairs isn't going to hurt anything. And as with so many other things around here, it might just somehow be the thing you didn't know you needed.
Yeah. All right. Rest your weary soul. Nani, would you do the honors?
My pleasure. It's weird. I don't remember who I was, but there's parts of me that are still there from the time before I forgot. Not specific memories, but still, parts. I'll give you some examples. There's the parts that try to keep me from saying the mean things I might regret. Sometimes I feel a funny joke coming on, one that might mean hurting someone's feelings. That part of me says, say it in your head, Nani. Savor it there. And I say to that part, thank you. There's parts of me that say, you go, girl. You got this. You can do it. And I say to that part, I agree. I can do this thing. I am confident of this. And there's a part of me that is me. But I think it's little me. Little Nani. And little Nani is the one who is constantly saying, let me out, let me out, let me out. And here's what I mean by that. Sometimes I walk by a large rock, and there's lots of them around here. And little Nani says, let me out, we gotta climb that rock. And I say, but little Nani, I'm a grown woman. And though I don't totally dress like one, I'm still not a little kid. At most, I have the heart of a non-insecure teenager. To which little Nani says, climb that damn rock. And I go, well, little Nani should not be cursing, but fine, I'll climb the rock. And little Nani does a little dance when I do, and I realize how much joy I might have missed out on if I hadn't climbed that rock. 'Cause damn it, I may look silly, but there's nothing out there that feels as good as climbing the thing you want to climb. Sometimes little Nani says, mix all the sodas from the soda fountain. And sometimes little Nani says, make silly faces behind a traveler when Tendy's trying to have a serious conversation with them. And sometimes little Nani says, ask someone you want to hug, if you can hug them. And sometimes little Nani says, go out for a walk until you get lost a little. And I can't always say yes to little Nani. But I absolutely have to from time to time, because otherwise I think that little Nani might grow up too. And that would be sad. Because if she grows up, I might walk by the rocks and she'll just agree with me that rock climbing is inappropriate for a woman of my age. She might tell me that mixing all the sodas doesn't actually taste good and was not the original soda creator's intent. She might tell me that making googly faces behind someone who just died is a little strange. Traveler, on this trip, you're gonna see a lot of stuff that's gonna wake up the little kid version of you. This is a new opportunity to let them out, to let them climb. You and little you working together to rest your weary soul.
Absolutely amazing, Nani. Thank you for that. I think you've inspired me.
To do what?
I've always thought about sipping my soda through a red vine licorice rope.
Do it.
I'll be right back.
Let's go to the phones.
Hey, Mac. I just have a quick question. Are you sure that we can't die again on the astral plane? 'Cause I don't know if you remember from my traveler bio, but I definitely died by petting something I shouldn't, and I'm somewhere with a lot of bears, and I would really like to hug them and pet them, and I'm just hoping that I might not die again. I don't know, hopefully you hear this before I decide to pet them. I'm gonna go pet them.
Okay, so, as I understand it, you died from petting something you shouldn't have. You're not the first. Now, here you are on the astral plane, and you want to pet a bear. You just don't learn. You just don't learn. Look, you're not gonna die if you try to pet a bear, and if you want to risk suffering the pain, that's your call. I'm gonna give you the best advice I can for accomplishing your goal here. From there, this is your responsibility. Got me? First, catch a fish in a nearby stream. Offer it to the bear you wish to hug. If they accept it, proceed to step 2. Step 2, buy the bear a beer from the beer tender bear tender. Then another. Third, ask if you can hug them. Do these things and you might get by without getting your face ripped off. The operative word there being might. Tendy, you're back. How's the red vine straw?
Divine. Red vine.
Haha, that's not funny. Try it with popcorn. On the side, not in the drink.
Noted.
Next caller.
Hi, Mac. This is Liz. I just got to the Sphere of Doug, and I'm just wondering, what are some good places to visit on the Sphere of Doug? There's just so many places to go to, and I have no idea where to...
Out of the way! Give me the phone! Mac and Tindy, this is Jeremy, and I got news for ya. I hope you're sitting down. I'll make this quick. There was a guy here who was watching movies, and then Cash showed up, and we talked to the guy from another room. But then Lady Xochitl and Lord Corson showed up, and the guy was gonna shoot him with his laser gun that Radio Shack Doug helped him fix. I thought he was trying to fix his VCR. But then Lady Xochitl disappeared, like vanished, and Cash broke through the wall to save Corson, and me and Radio Shack Doug ran away like Cash told us to, and when we got outside we heard something, so we looked up, and Cash was flying away with Corson in her arms, holding him like a baby, and now we're scared. But Security Doug said they saw the guy with a laser gun get in another traveler's car, and he left the sphere, so we're okay now. But we don't know where Cash is, and I'm sorry. Bye.
Laser gun? Xochitl disappeared? Cash flying? What does he mean by all that? Mac, breathe into your hat.
Okay.
What do we do?
I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but nothing. We don't even know where Cash is. If we leave, she could just show up here. But he said it sounded like she got away.
Cash flew? How did she fly?
Not sure. She said the Cash About came with a lot of new features. I'm sure she didn't mention it because she knew someone would probably beg her to take him on flights all the time. You should have been here when you found out she had laser arms.
Laser arms?
Anyways, that's our show. Call 947-MAC-HELP if you have any questions or if you see someone with a laser gun. T5?
If you'd like to learn more about Desert Skies, just use one of the computer modules located in communication stations along the Astral Highway. From there, visit DesertSkiesPodcast.com, where you can sign our guest book, read some articles, or access transcripts. The song you were listening to before we interrupted was called I Miss That Song by JPW. Here it is again. Safe travels.
Thank you.